Hi, my name is Veronica Hernandez. The culture I'm choosing for my co-culture speech is Russian culture. Russian culture is well known for their classical music, ballet, and paintings. They also place high value on their family and homeland. Russian culture was heavily influenced by Western civilization, starting with the rule of the Varangians. Staria Ladoga and Novgorod were the first two cities created in the union of immigrants, scaling from the Scandinavians to the Finns. Christianity was adopted, beginning the Slavic and Byzantine cultures, as well as Moscow becoming a political magnet for the unification of Russian land. Throughout Russian history, they created major influences on certain subjects. As stated previously, Russian culture has heavily influenced classical music, ballet, and paintings. One of the most famous Russian composers is Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky. His most famous pieces are The Nutcracker as well as Swan Lake. One of the most famous Russian ballets is The Sleeping Beauty, created in 1890, as well as Don Quixote, which was created in 1869. Russian culture has also influenced me in many ways. My mom came from a small town in Russia called Tver. After coming to the US, much of her Russian culture followed and was influential to me. My sister and I, at a young age, were put in ballet and piano lessons, which is very influenced by Russian culture. Though I was only in ballet for a couple years, I'm still very passionate about piano. I've been playing for about 13 years. I was also surrounded by many Russian dishes my mom cooked, such as borscht, which is like a beet soup, and blini, which is like a Russian pancake, as well as pelemni, which is like a Russian dumpling. What made me select the Russian culture for my speech is that it is not spoken of as often as other cultures. Being half Hispanic and half Russian, I'm constantly surrounded by my Hispanic culture because they live here. With having family here, it's more easier to, adapt all of the way they speak and the way they act. But since my Russian side of the family is all the way back in Russia, it's hard to experience that culture being in such like a small city like Fresno, where there's not a big Russian population. Speaking about my Russian culture allows me to inform others as well as learn about my nationality and other cultures.